Okay, so here I am, a owner of N1191 mic, and we're doing just a quick overview of the inside of it today in 4K. So want to go ahead and take you inside here, and we're shooting this on a Canon XC10 in 4K mode. So we'll see how the light pans out in here once we get inside and go through everything. So when I went and looked at the plane, I was quite impressed with it. We've got the glare shields up and the cover on, but the interior of it just is really in great shape. Tachometer, amp meter, large suction gauge, fuel tanks. It does have a EDM 700 from JPI. Engine analyzer, has exhaust gas temps on all of these cylinders and cylinder head temperatures, as well as voltage. So we're just going to go ahead and kick the battery on here and turn on the avionics master. And we'll bring up the GPS and the radios, but we won't turn those up. And as you can see, with things kind of booting up, it does have the GPS, it does have dual navs here, comms only here, but it does have the new Stratus ESG that's got, I think it's got WAS on it, as well as altitude reporting and ADS-B out on this puppy as well. So it's quite a well-equipped plane. It does have a built-in 4-place intercom in it, but it's only got 2 hookups now. Flap gauge down there, and then standard cigarette lighter flaps here, cabin air, cabin heat, mixture, throttle. Everything is just push-pull. It doesn't have any vernier controls on it. Kind of original. And then all of the switches and everything are original, as well as, we'll pull this out, all of the breakers, and then they do have the avionics master. Quartz clock is in it. Did come with a S-Tech 30 autopilot, which I've already used and works quite well. Tied into the heading bug here, so that, as you can kind of see as I move this, the plane will follow that. And then it's got the autopilot disconnect here and altitude hold on it as well. It can be set for following the GPS or for following nav1 there. And then again, the tachometer. We do have our iPad in here with 4Flight on it, and that's really been a nice addition. One of the things that came with it is this little guy here. So it did come with the Stratus, and this is the Stratus 2S. I had already purchased one of these just to fly around before I purchased the plane. So now I have 2, unfortunately. We'll be selling one. But that's what the iPad ties into, and then it's got its own little antenna that hooks into the GPS, so that can go right into its little pocket there, and is off and running. So it had new rudder pedals installed some time ago, so we've got updates on the rudder pedals. This is where the intercom comes down, trim, emergency parking brake, and then pilot side rudder pedals, and our documents here. Overall, for a 1969K model, it's in fairly good shape. The yokes need a little bit of paint on them, but not bad for the condition that they're in. We got the radio on in the back. Standard compass up there on the dash. It does have the Rosen sun visors that came in it as well. So it's, you can see those puppies. I had those in my plane in 2000, 2003, the Cessna 172N model that I had. and really like those. So with the GPS, I bought an update. As you can see here, it says expires 2018 of April, but I did get an update for the GPS. But the problem is this stinking PCM CIA card, you can only use there's only a certain programming card reader, USB reader, that will work with the stinking things. And so I've been trying to find one on eBay or whatever, so I can take the new database that's good for the next year and get it updated into the system. So, but VOR with glide slope in there as well. And so, I mean, all in all, you know, the plane is in very good condition, very good shape. Plastic is good. And what we're going to do is turn around here. We're going to kill the radio here. So the plane came with a fairly new leather interior. The plastic has been covered over in a approved aircraft flame retardant material, and looks like the headliner has been replaced as well. And then what I'm going to do is try to get out here as gracefully as I can to kind of pull back and give you an interior shot. Seats have headrests on them. I mean, it's just in extremely good condition and shape. Back seat looks like it's never even been sat in. So, I mean, it's just in pristine condition. All the fabric is good. The rear window was recently replaced and upgraded with a tinted rear window. And so that's been installed. And it's got the nice little air vents. It's got the Soros vents already installed in it. So a lot of little upgrades that have been done on this. That, and I've got my little GoPro mount up there as well. Turn that, dim that light on that. But gosh, it's just in really good condition. The gentleman that had this plane before, unfortunately, passed away in a hangar fire. And I really, you know, and looking at the logbooks and stuff, I mean, this was, you know, his baby. And it's just unfortunate set of circumstances of how I acquired this. But I am very thankful to be the one to be flying it, and it didn't go to a flying school or anything. And it's going to get a lot of good personal use and personal flight time out of it. And exterior has had new paint probably within the last 8 or 9 years, and is in just extremely good condition. It did come with this cover for it as well. So going through the logs and everything on it, the plane has just been really maintained very nicely. And we're going to go ahead and shut off the avionics master and kill the battery so we don't drain the little tiny battery that's in these puppies. But already done a couple of flights in it, and just checking things out, making sure everything's running well, getting ready to go for a flight, for a breakfast flight up to Grass Valley. And after Grass Valley, I think we're going to end up probably heading over towards the San Francisco Bay Area, and maybe fly past the Golden Gate and down to Half Moon Bay, Watsonville, Monterey area. So that is the inside of N1191 Mike, and thanks for watching.